Well, hey, you guys, I'm calling all doomsday preppers. Listen, you are seen, you are heard, but also let's give a little reality check to life, because this one goes out to all my friends with a little hoarding tendencies. One of the keys to winning with money is realizing that you don't have to be in control of your stuff. Your stuff never needs to own you, okay? So it's okay to have some stuff, just don't let it have you. But I say this to all the natural spenders when it comes to shopping, because listen, it's all about balance. So my team and I did a little digging on the internet, and today I'm going to be reacting to 9 sneaky signs that you own too much stuff. And stick around to the end, because I'll be sharing a throwback photo of my husband Winston and I that reveals the thing that I may or may not be unnecessarily hoarding for a later date. All right, the first sign that you might have too much stuff is that you need more than 30 minutes to tidy up before anyone comes over. So if your house is full and cramped, it feels impossible to keep it clean and tidy, that means you may need to create some space. Now, if you have little kids, this can be difficult. Maybe if you're an adult, this can be difficult too, but it's just this idea, if there's just so much crap around, probably half the stuff you don't even need. All right, the second sign that you have too much stuff is that you're constantly wishing you had more money or a bigger house. Do you ever think back on your very first paycheck? Listen, life moves on, and you probably wouldn't wish to go back to that salary now, but there is a small part of you that remembers feeling a little, more content, less stressed. There's something about that. So don't let lifestyle creep make you feel like you'll never have enough. Because of course, there's always going to be room for small improvements in your money and your life, but contentment is key for financial stability and financial peace, and that goes for your house too. Now, the third sign that you might have too much clutter in your home is if you have unopened or forgotten about items. Have you ever cleaned out your garage or your pantry or a random storage closet upstairs and you found a lot of unopened things just sitting there? Maybe it was that crock pot that you got from a white elephant party, or a brand new candle that you got last summer. Like whatever it is, these items that are forgotten about, they need to be cleared out. Sneaky sign number 4 is that you have to move a bunch of stuff in order to get other things. So raise your hand if you've ever had to move multiple boxes just to get back to your treadmill, or get back to that thing in the attic of what you were looking for, or to even in your kitchen table, right? To do dinner, like whatever it is. Listen, you have too much stuff. If you can't even sit on your couch, right? Let's just get rid of some stuff. Your home should feel like a restful, clear, and safe place, not an obstacle course. The 5th sign that you own too much stuff is if you feel like you have no clue where your money goes every single month. That one feeling that I'm sure a lot of us have experienced, that it's getting to the 3rd week, you're checking your bank account, realizing, oh my gosh, there's not a lot of money left. So if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. A budget takes away the stress when it comes to your spending. A budget allows you to tell your money where to go. So if you haven't done a budget before, go to everydollar.com/Rachel to create a custom budget in just a few minutes. It is my favorite budgeting tool out there, so make sure to check it out. The 6th way that you can tell you have too much stuff is that you have a difficult time moving around your house, or when it comes to your attic or your garage. So think about one space in your house that you try to avoid because you're afraid that something will fall out and you'll be buried in it. I always think about Monica's secret closet on Friends. That one door in the very back, she opened it. It was like the one place she was not organized. It was fantastic. So listen, if that's how you feel, then go through it, clean it out, donate stuff, sell stuff, throw away stuff. Just have that space, have a little bit of fresh air, and I'm telling you, it will be so worth it. It is. It gives you peace of mind. Sign number 7 is if you're always shoving things into drawers and closets. Have you ever been at that place where you bring home a new clothing item, but you don't have any hangers for it? That's happened to me for sure. And again, there's stuff just coming out of drawers and all of it. Oh, do a purge. It is like, this is my favorite. My worst is my bathroom. All the drawers in my bathroom, somehow stuff just seems to pile. And then every now and then I'll take everything out and be like, okay, what do I need? What do I not need? And again, it's good intention stuff. Oh, I'll keep that because I'm sure one day I'll X, Y, and Z. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. The 8th sign that you have too much stuff is if you're always losing things or struggling to keep track of certain items. A place for everything and everything in its place. A good old saying, but it's actually true. To actually have something and you say, okay, this is where I'm going to put this or where I'm going to put that. It helps you stay organized. It helps you feel clean. and that you know where things are. And finally, the ninth sign that you might have too much stuff is if you've ever thought or said to yourself, well, I may need this one day, so I'll keep it just in case. And this is me, you guys. I mean, unbelievable. I will go through stuff and I'm like, well, I might use it or this or this or this. Again, usually like beauty stuff, it always happens. I'll get something like really great and I'm like, oh, I'm sure I'll use that cream for my hands one day, and I just put it away and never happens. I actually made a Mary Poppins costume from scratch, which if you know me, I'm not a creative person, but I did it not from scratch. That sounded real intense. But I bought the skirt and the shirts from Amazon, and then I bought like a little bow tie thing. I bought a black hat. I bought all the stuff for it. I hot glued things. Like, I mean, who am I? And it actually turned out real good. I was very proud of myself. And I got Winston's costume too, put it together. And it just felt like this goal. Like I'm not this person. I usually just buy the whole thing and call it a day. But I pieced it together and I felt so creative and so great. And I still have that in my closet, that Mary Poppins outfit, just because one day Mary could come back and I may need that costume. So I do. I have that in my closet still. Okay, let's be real though. You can clean out your closets and your drawers all day long, but if the habits that got you there are not broken, you will continue to do it over and over again. And for me, the biggest mindset shift that helped me is when I started practicing contentment. And when I really said, hey, with what I have, I'm good with. Who I am is not going to change because of that purchase or this over here. This peace that I have in my heart, there's this level of foundation there, you guys, that is so huge because money can be really emotional. And understanding and learning the hard way that money and buying stuff is not always going to make you happy, even though we can believe that. And a common thread of this episode has been margin, finding margin financially, also finding margin when it comes to spaces in your home. But if you do need that financial margin, make sure to start doing a budget. We mentioned it earlier, but tracking your expenses and having control over your spending is so key, and Every Dollar helps you do that. So again, go to everydollar.com/Rachel and get started today. And if you haven't seen my episode with Minimal Mom on what we're refusing to spend money on this year, you should definitely check that out. And as always, you guys, remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.